Good morning, everybody. So, just having another morning brew, and I wanted to take this opportunity to start another video and continue on where we left off last time. And today I would like to start with an analogy. So, an analogy for what we're doing. If you want to move a rock, you have a rock in front of you, you can sit there and wish that it be moved for thousands of years, and the rock will probably still be there until it's acted upon by natural forces. And this same thing can be said about the socioeconomic system. We can sit around and wish to change the socioeconomic system, but unless we take actionable steps to do it, it'll be there for a very long time until natural forces eventually erase it. In our case, those natural forces will probably be massive ecological changes that eventually lead to human population collapse. And it's not going to be an overnight thing. It's economic situations are going to get progressively worse and worse and worse. Living standards are going to be reduced and reduced and reduced until eventually it all ends. But it doesn't have to be that way. We can take small baby steps to affect change. So, for example, in my team's case, yesterday when we did a video, we didn't have a logo. Today we have a logo. Tomorrow we will have a website. And a month after that, we might have some blockchain technologies that are going to help us with fundraising efforts. And then maybe a few months after that, we might have raised enough money to purchase a piece of land. And a year after that, we might have a sustainable eco-village that can be emulated by others in other parts of the world. So it's all baby steps, really. You can't just suddenly wake up and find yourself in the world that you imagine. And also, no matter how much imagining, no matter how much talking, it can't really occur without people coming together and working together and laboring to make it happen. So what does that mean in practice? That means, for example, if an individual has skill with web development and graphic design, then they can take a few hours of their week to do exactly that. If somebody has expendable income, like a lot of expendable income, for example, they can apply it towards the development of these systems. And if somebody simply has the time to labor, to help do laborious tasks, then they can help apply that labor. And then if enough people apply themselves, eventually you end up in a situation where there's a community of applying labor and mental capital to the social system to improve things for everyone. So now the question becomes, well, what is the first step? What can I do right now to actually assist? And firstly, it would be with organizing with like-minded people. Not everybody. Right? So the reason is because in order to actually be an effective member of this movement, you would need to first have been fortunate enough to have acquired the full understanding of what the problem is and how to solve it. Now, what the problem is it is a systemic economic issue in which we right now find ourselves living in what Peter Joseph termed the anti-economy. It looks like an economy. It has a lot of little tools and financialization systems, and it's very complicated, but it really doesn't actually do anything except create growth. Growth for the sake of growth. You don't like for example, the iPhone you can't stop with just the iPhone 10. You have to have the iPhone 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 ad infinitum. Not because those iPhones are necessary, but because growth must be maintained in order to keep the economy running. So first and foremost, you have to operate only with individuals who have been fortunate enough to have attained the understanding of what the problem is. And in a nutshell, the problem is economics. Right? We do not have an economy. We need to basically emerge one from scratch. The second thing is, and I'm kind of beating on a dead horse here, but it's organization. It's actually having an organized space from which to work. For example, right now what we are doing in our case is we are using Discord. Discord is a tool that I think a lot of people are familiar with, and we use Discord for organization. This is where we bring people together and we give them a space from which to work. Right now we have a very small team, and as I mentioned previously, our work is web development. We simply need to create something to display what we're doing. And this is very, very rudimentary work, very basic stuff. But it's only through these steps that we can eventually get to the very big, complex work. I am going to keep now releasing these videos, releasing periodic updates. I will try to do it every day. And I hope also that other people will do it with me, that other people are going to join and also showcase what things they are doing. And although right now it seems like this is all very basic stuff, I assure you that over time, by adding up small bits of work layered on top of each other, we will end up in a situation where we are developing emergent economies all across the world. This I'm certain of, because I understand one thing, and that is the present model is going to fail. That's not an if, that's a when. And as it is failing, it's going to make life very difficult for everyone. And as it is failing, life becomes more difficult for everyone. They are going to be hard pressed to find an alternative. You know, people don't move when they are comfortable, they move when they must. And as people move to find alternatives, they are going to add additional support to what we are doing here in the case of my team, and what you might be doing in the case of your team or your organization, or whatever it is that you're doing to help kind of move this train of thought and this global project forward. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope that you're also going to support our YouTube channel by subscribing to it, also maybe sharing it, commenting on it, starting a discussion about what we're saying here, maybe sharing some of your own thoughts about like what things can be done in the immediate, what actionable steps can be taken right now to move things forward. And also, and more importantly, I do hope that you will join our team, you will join our Discord channel and assist directly by applying yourself to what we're doing. So thank you for taking the time, and you have a good day.